Yo, what up? What up? What's good with you? What's good with you? We back here, man. I want to apologize for the delays, man. Got things going on, things happening, but eventually I'm gonna stop apologizing for this shit though. But yeah, man, got my buddy up here, man. Good friend of mine, childhood friend of mine. So this should be fun. Should be cool. My boy Oos. My boy Oos, man. What's up, bro? How's the weekend, man?
Man, I've been pretty good, man. I actually got off work late yesterday, but other than that, it's been all good, man. Just been blessed out here, no lie.
I feel that. Yeah, no, I've been working like crazy. I was actually glad that I didn't have like no obligations this weekend, dog. So I was just like, man,
Memorial Day weekend.
yeah, dude. I was like, I'm gonna chill. I mean, I was working on things at home. I can always work on things at home for myself, but I was like, I'm gonna chill, man, enjoy it. I usually like Saturdays, I gotta take Jalen to volleyball and shit like that. So I'm like, I didn't have none of that. So I've been chilling, watched some movies. Watched some movies yesterday. I watched 2 movies yesterday.
What you watched? The new J-Lo movie, Mother?
I did watch that, huh? I did watch that because I had started it the other like a couple weekends ago, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna finish it." And I just love J-Lo, dog.
I mean, yeah. You can tell she's aging now, though, huh?
A little bit, dog. A little bit, but man, I mean, I love her as an actor. Like, even though she's fine, don't get me wrong, but like, I was
thinking that.
Yeah, man. I also just love her acting, bro. I just think she kills everything. Like,
I saw it.
She puts her all into that shit.
I don't know, man. It was a little like, what, they train her for 2 weeks, and her daughter's shooting guns now?
Hey, dog.
She was that beast, huh?
It's in the blood, dog. It's in the blood, bro, when you got the parents like that.
I watched the whole thing, so I guess it was good for me.
Yeah. No, it was okay. It was I don't know. I don't really like J-Lo when she's a badass.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, she kills everything. I feel like she did good. And but then I watched a movie called The Son.
The Son. What's the song about?
That one, bro. A kid with mental issues, bro. Like like depression and shit like that. And I forget his name. The guy who plays Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's the dad.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh something. But yeah, it's just like a family that they split up, and then the kid is just having a hard time, bro.
The Son.
And it's not that great. It's more like on.
Don't even watch it, huh?
Nah, I don't think it's. I wouldn't tell people to watch it, but I just like my mom told me about it, and I kind of want to know about mental issue things.
Yeah.
And
I know that brought me up Willie D. You follow Willie D on Instagram?
Well, nah, I don't follow him, but I know about his podcast and shit.
Man, he posted one video of this kid having a mental breakdown because his mom didn't let him go outside, and this guy was doing the most. Like, I was like,
the
kid, yeah.
Doing the most.
I was gonna ask you, what would you have done? But I guess you didn't see the video.
Nah, I didn't see it. Let me fuck with this little bit real quick. Nah, I didn't see that video. But man, yeah, kids are a little wild these days. Like with that shit, like not getting their way.
Mental health, man, it's just serious out there.
It is, man. It is serious, and I also believe it. It's like I don't know. I guess the parents too. Like sometimes it could be their issues trickling down to their kids, but. Yeah, it wasn't nothing great. It was just I didn't like. It was a sad ending.
Yeah.
But I don't want to ruin it for people that plan on watching it. But yeah, it wasn't nothing great. It was just a little story, and yeah, kids just have issues, dude. I would say just to like shed a little light on it. Like this guy was just depressed
the whole time,
but didn't know why. Like he couldn't figure out. He just couldn't find a joy in anything, and that's crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy.
Man, I got a vacation coming up next week. Where would you go if you had a whole week off?
A whole week off?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
and you had a passport and everything.
I'm not big on traveling, but I don't know, bro. For me, I like the places. I mean, it's summertime too. Like I don't know. I haven't been anywhere, so like me, it's like Vegas and like I guess like Miami and
I always wanted to go to Miami. I didn't get to go to Miami.
And
yet.
I mean, but and then like Cancun and stuff like that. You know, so I've been to Cancun, but I was young as fuck when
That's
I
where
went out there.
that's where I got invited. I got invited with my cousin. She they're going to Cancun and all that stuff. So that's where I want to go. So I'm just like, all right, well,
Yeah,
that might be a possibility.
that's cool, man. Yeah, you gotta. I've learned as I got older that you gotta enjoy those moments when they come up.
I was looking into Colombia because it was way cheaper.
You gonna get in trouble in Colombia. Though.
That's what I heard. I had
That's what I hear all the time too. Like, I don't know though.
They say don't go because it's getting in trouble, or don't go because
I mean,
good trouble.
I mean, I'm sure it's good trouble. I'm sure.
I like their food. I like Colombian food. Something about their food is good.
I can see that. You a food guy.
Yeah, I love food, man. It's crazy.
All right, man. Real quick, bro. I kind of want to get into some things, and I want to get into your name, Oos.
Oos.
Tell everybody your real name, bro.
My name's Uciel, but everybody calls me Oos.
Yeah, bro. And Uciel, right?
Yeah, Uciel. Yeah, in English, yeah, Uciel.
And why you say in English? It's different in Spanish, or what?
Yeah, in Spanish Uciel, and in English it's Uciel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how was it growing up with that name, bro?
Oh man, it was tough, bro. I used to get people.
It's tough.
Well, it is because you'll never find your name on the keychain. You'll never find your name on the shirt. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama gonna not know your name because they can never remember it. It's not easy stuff. And then when they do attendance, they're always gonna butcher your name.
Oh yeah. What have you heard, bro?
And oh man, I've had everything from.
They don't even say
it. You smell useless.
Oh shit.
LSU, like just the letters backwards.
Oh wow. Nah, I asked, man, because I've never met another Ucia. So to me, it's rare. I think it's pretty cool though to have a unique name.
It's pretty tight, man. It's pretty tight. I mean, for sure, they like you know who they talking about when they say like, oh yeah, is that? Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, is it definitely Oos? There, yeah.
And the Oos is just for short, right? Like
Oos is for short, yeah.
I mean, you think everybody? I mean, who started that, Don? You think your brothers or what?
Nah, man. This is actually Farmville. Like
a school thing.
Yeah, when I was in do you know how we were all broken up in groups? Yeah, medical science, man. People just started calling me Oos because they couldn't say it, UCL.
Yeah, makes sense though too. Like it's just shortened.
And that was that's how it stuck.
And the reason why I asked, bro, is because like my brother at the party, he kind of just mentioned it like, I don't even know, like y'all just call him Ooze, like I don't even know his real name.
Yeah, hilarious.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna shed some light on that, man, because it's same people. I'm sure like some of my people are like, Ooze, what kind of name is that? But
a lot of people say that. I go like, Oos, what's it short for? Because I know you ain't Hawaiian. Like, they think I'm Hawaiian or something. Like, nah.
That's what's up, though, man. Like I said, I think it's cool that you have a unique name. You know, does it mean anything? You know what it means?
Man, there's a couple definitions, but like they all didn't make sense. Something about God. I know it's a biblical name. It's in the Bible, but I never. I don't know a passage or anything like that.
Okay, man, you should probably look into that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, well, hold on to it. I'm sure somebody's told you, and it's probably just in and out. But yeah, no, I think that's cool. I always thought like me. So did you having a hard time? Did you not like your name growing up?
Sometimes, yeah, like okay, like fast food and stuff like that, like or like when you have to place an order, I don't even give them my name. I go for the easiest. I'll say anything from Frank to Tom to the easiest stuff, Joe.
And you know that was always funny to me because I witnessed that, but I always thought it was just like a joke thing. I didn't pay attention that it was probably like a real like something you deal with on a daily. All right.
Like automatically, you'll ask them like they'll be like, all right, can I get a name for the order? And you say UCL. How do you spell that? But if I say like my name is Joe or Frank,
real easy,
real quick.
Yeah.
Next person.
No question. Yeah, because I'm sure you always get a little like, huh?
Like, yeah. What? How you spell that?
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. I think I don't know, because I grew up not liking my name. I don't have a reason not to, but but I think a lot of kids grow up not liking their name, and I think when you get to an adult age, you're like accept it.
Accept
like,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
this is me, bro. You
I
know?
mean, I rock with it now. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and I would hope so, bro. Like I said, I think you, like me, I think it's pretty cool. So I would hope that you grew up. I mean, well, you're like, man, I'm unique now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know where that started? The whole putting the wrong names at the public pool at Northline. He used to write the name. Made no sense why I would do that. They
bro,
could be-
how many times you go to that pool, bro?
Man, when I was little, I used to go
Yeah.
summertime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
It was there.
You know,
Yeah.
I've only been to that thing like twice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You live right there.
I live right there, dog. Live right there, dog. I mean, I've never been like a big swimmer though. Still not. But yeah, for those that don't know, like I said, it's my childhood friend, man. So we grew up on the same block, same street, same neighborhood, same park.
There was a park right next to Northline Park.
Which
yeah.
a lot of people know, bro.
Yeah.
Northline Park. Like, and a lot of people know my audience. A lot of people know that's my backyard. So yeah, Oos was just down the street, man.
Yeah.
Down the street. We had a lot of friends on our street, which was pretty cool. I think I'm very thankful for y'all guys. I feel like
There was a lot of us at the time, man.
it's a good childhood.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but before we get into that, we'll talk about how we met. But before that, because I feel like you're similar to me having two older brothers. Well, at the time, I know you got a
I
little
had two
brother.
older
now,
brothers, yeah.
But at the time growing up, you had two older brothers. And how was it being the baby, bro?
Oh man,
How did Oos grow up being the baby, bro?
it was good, man. It was good because, of course, you know, when you're growing up, you hated it because you're always getting bullied by either one of them. But yeah, those moments made me the guy I am now, and I'm always thankful for that. Like, they put me on music before I was even listening to music.
Yeah.
You know, they put me on how to play certain games, and I don't know why. It's just learning from both of them helped me become, you know, as good as them or something. Sometimes better than them on certain things.
Okay.
You know,
So y'all had, even though y'all was different in age, pretty
Yeah.
close.
pretty close. Yeah, the whole way. I mean, there's been times where like we've all scuffled with each other, but even after that scuffle, the next day we're just like, "What's up?"
Yeah. See, like me, my brothers, we didn't have too many issues. We didn't have too many scuffles.
Yeah.
I can't remember the bullying at all. I mean, you know, we got to a couple of disagreements.
Okay, so let me go back on bullying. Not like bullying nowadays where like makes you depressed. Nah, this was the type of like just toughen up. Like,
Yeah,
you needed
toughen
that.
up.
Like a wrestling move here and there when you're just
Yeah.
watching TV.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Nah, but yeah, I mean, but that's cool because I feel like I had a want to do everything that they wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
Like, but wasn't able to. I don't know. What's the gap between you and brothers? What?
Same thing.
It's the same.
Because I mean, there was times where
I had a 6-year gap.
yeah.
Between me and Mike.
Oh, okay. Now you see, I have my brother that was 2 years,
Oh, okay.
and then Israel's the one that's like 6 years,
Oh,
7
okay.
years.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. That's kind of like I don't know why I thought it was a little bit more. I didn't realize it was just 2 years.
Yeah, me and Juan, it's 2 years. 2 years.
But yeah, I had so there were that was they started driving and I was
Yeah.
still
You can't
young.
drive no more.
I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
young at home. No one take me there. So but it made me mature a lot.
Yeah.
Be mature, and I know I chased everything they wanted to do.
But it's crazy because not at one time they were ever in your school, right?
Nah.
Yeah, you see, like at least my brother Juan, like I was in elementary, I was there for his last two, or like
okay. Yeah, so you had the big brother to kind of guide you a little bit.
I'll see him in 8th grade, you know, when my my 6th grade, and then
Okay.
in high school I'll see him in his last two.
Yeah, nah. See, I didn't have that, which I don't know. I think me and my brothers, we all respected our own lives.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like I think I mean, we were close. I mean, as far as when family shit happens or when we get together or whatever. But I think we all respected each other's lives. And like I said, I think I chased what they wanted to do.
Yeah,
But they didn't let me do it.
yeah.
So I went to the people that would. You know what I'm saying? And I think we know who those people are.
I mean,
and then y'all.
yeah. I'm about to say, well, Bob and Gabe, they're their age, huh?
A little bit. They're
younger?
They're a little younger. I think Bobby's a little younger than Mike,
Yeah.
and then I think Gabe's a year, or maybe the same or a year younger than Mike.
That's crazy how we had like everybody at least in those grades. Because after that, you had Mike, and then you had my brother D and all them.
Yeah.
Trickles all the way down to you. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess I was the youngest, huh?
Yeah, he was
I was the youngest on the block, but that's what I'm saying, man. I think that, but I love that because I think it motivated me in every way to be like,
That's what I'm saying. You took a piece from everybody.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, for sure, and I definitely see that, like, especially in growing up.
Yeah.
I don't know so much now, but
Nah, it happens, man. It happens.
but nah, man. I think it was I chased all that. That's what I'm saying. I look at all of y'all like big brothers,
Yeah.
and whoever let me, I don't know, just whoever let me ride with them. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Hey, that time it was tight though. You were you started coming around more when you and Mondo started playing baseball,
Yeah,
and then after that it was
yeah.
done deal.
Yeah. All right. So for people let's tell the story. Fuck it. Like, like our street is the well, my street, it has a cul-de-sac, and then you cross the main street, which is North Line,
No, yeah, Northline.
right?
It was Northern.
Northling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
There you go.
Northling-
North
Northling,
Line was the
yeah.
back. Northling, and then where Mondo, Usio, all lived on that side. Daniel, the list goes on. Man, maybe we'll have a Dunkley podcast one day. That'd be dope. But yeah, man. So they was on the other side of the street, and we didn't kind of cross the street until maybe 10, 11 years old, I think.
Yeah.
But I remember meeting y'all at the park.
Oh yeah. With Bobby and them.
Yeah, I feel like y'all was chilling, and me and Bob was just like, man, what these kids doing over here, bro? And Bobby was the guy to kind of, I feel like he was the king at making up games. And then we witnessed that they made up a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
And it was just like, hold on, bro, maybe we should hang out all the time. This is tight.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. I don't even know how we started it, man, but it was throwing little figures into some water and seeing which one goes down the sewage faster. It was a little race.
I still think that's a dope game.
Okay,
Like I'm kind of mad that we didn't think of that. It was our backyard. Nah, but let's explain it, dog, because I think it is cool. It's like a big, I guess, a ditch, right,
Yeah.
in the park, and at the end was the sewage, the hole that everything goes to. So when it would rain,
Yeah.
the ditch, all the water would flow to the end of the sewage or whatever, and they would go to the end, put army figures.
Because they would float. So you throw
I guess whatever figure you thought was gonna win.
Yeah,
huh?
just win. Yeah, got the green one, you get the yellow one, and you get the red one.
And they start at I guess the beginning, so to say, and then it would float all the way, hit some fucking trees, all kind of shit, whatever was in the ditch. And did y'all have to catch it at the end too?
Man, so we had that
because it would fall in there.
Yeah, it would fall in there. Yeah, we had that big bag of 200, the little figures. So they were just
just let them go.
Just let go. Yeah,
Let them go, dog. But yeah, we witnessed that and was like, well, shit, we want to play too.
Yeah,
dog.
play too. Yeah.
Let's see. I want to see if I can win. But yeah, no, I think you're right though. As far as like me coming around more,
Yeah.
it was when Mondo joined the baseball team. We was playing baseball. We was baseball kids. Same thing with Bobby and them. And then he came around, like, man, motherfucker lives on my street.
That's it. Yeah.
So we hung out a lot when it came to baseball, and then we just all started hanging out, man.
Went to 6th grade when I started getting basketball in my life.
Okay.
That's when we really started going to your house more and more.
Yeah, and I was the young one. I was still in elementary school. I remember that. Yeah. Like, man, you gonna come to Farmville or what? Like, yeah, man. So I live right here, man. I can't wait. Because I didn't go to Durkee.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Durkee with y'all. My grandmother lived on the other side of Airlines, so that's how I would go to Lions. and be part of the Clark Park crew, you know, at the same time. But yeah, man, so that's how we met. And man, we had some good times too, man. We did a lot of shit. We were the kids. We were what you don't see too much of these days, which is like we was outside, bro, like every damn day.
We had no cell phone, so if you had to find me, you had to go either go to his house, your house, their house.
Yeah, you
his
had to
house.
go knock, go knock at the door, and hopefully, and then it'll be cool when you land at the house and everybody's there.
Yeah.
Like shit, everybody's here. Shit.
What's good? What y'all doing?
Yeah,
Chilling.
what we getting into, man? Yeah, nah, but we was outside a lot, man. I remember we played so much basketball, man.
I think about it now. I'd be pissed off sometimes. If I had like, if I was the neighbors and then kids were out there at my house like that. Like one time we had that newspaper fight. Newspaper everywhere.
Yeah, I do think about that too. You know what was funny to me was when I lived there for a little bit. I mean, you lived with me there.
Yeah.
But when I lived there for a little bit, I don't know if you ever seen the lady across the street, Miss Carr, old lady. She lived by herself like the whole time. Now.
Oh, with the nice car.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget what kind of car she had, but
old school.
Yeah, some she had two old ones. But I think about her because we did bother her. Like I'll never forget one time we were playing like baseball. And we had like this foam ball, and you know, foam ball don't do damage. You know what I'm saying? So, but we would hit it from my front porch, and it would hit her house, like her roof or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember it hit it a couple of times, and then she just came out the door like, "What's the big idea?" Like, we're just like, "Oh shit!" Like, but what was cool though was that you know, I got to live there, and then I remember I think we threw a party for Mondo. He wanted to throw a party, and so I went over there to talk to her like, "Hey, we're gonna have a little party. I just want to let you know." And I got to sit outside with her, bro, and just chill. Jalen was kind of like, you know, riding her bike and shit, and I just talked to her for a little bit. And yeah, man, she was just saying how we all used to be out there, like, which I'm sure she wasn't gonna tell me, like, y'all fuckers bothered me so much.
Yeah, we used to play basketball.
But she would kind of say like she missed that, you know what I'm saying, like how we would be out there all the time. But
that's crazy that she even said it. Like, yeah, you used to be out there.
Yeah, bro, because we was, bro. And then, like, yeah, I do think about that, especially, like, with her. Like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were just like, them fucking kids don't stop. Like,
non-stop hooping.
My dad was one of them.
Yeah, your dad's just like, hey, you gotta go.
My dad was an early bird, man. He would go to sleep like 8 o'clock. And so, yeah, we would be hooping, and when we know once it gets dark, it's like, man, we gotta move. Yeah. But the game was still going sometimes, so it was like, you know,
one last game,
a couple points and we'll be done, man. Like then we just move down the street, and go play at Bob's Court. That's where we played a lot at on the cul-de-sac, and then the park.
The park,
yeah. But I feel like you had to graduate to go play at the park. Like that was like a
you had to step
up
further. You had to literally start making open shots.
Yeah, it wasn't friendly play no more. I mean, it was all friendly, but you had to.
You had a waiting list.
That too. That too. You had to graduate to the. I don't know, man. I always looked at it like that's, you know, the neighborhood shit, like legends, bro. I feel like there's some legends at the park.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we had a cool childhood as far as being on Dunkley, dude.
I think about it now, like that was perfect time. We were riding bikes.
Man, we did a lot of shit.
We had cell phones, but it wasn't like that. Like you couldn't even do much with the cell phone like you do now.
Nah, for sure not.
All it was just call.
Nah, but we did have something though, right? Like we had videos.
Yeah.
And ringtones.
That's it. But
the videos are kind of whack. But I mean, you was able to capture something.
For the most part, it was just the call. But before that, even I just remember just my brother going to my people's houses. My brother here. Come on, dude, you gotta go to sleep. Let's go. All right, I gotta go.
Yeah, man. And then spending the night, bro, at each other's houses, like that was fun. Staying up all night. I don't know what we was thinking, but I know we used to look at that shit like a challenge, though. Like
who could eyes gotta be red the next morning.
Like who could stay up the longest? Ridiculous. I don't know. Guess that was the fun things you do though, because we didn't have phones, like you said.
Yeah, shit.
good. But it's good. It's good though. It's good we didn't. I think probably been fucking
We're-
on phones.
We're more active back then.
Yeah, definitely more active.
Like, can you picture letting your daughter be that far
No,
from your
dude.
house? Like we were out there in Clark Park.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Sometimes I think about like, no offense to my parents, but I'm just like, what the fuck? Like y'all really just let me
Wander
I'm-
down all the way down there. Like,
but then the other thing maybe it was because I also think they thought like we had a big crew, like it
Oh,
was like
yeah.
he's gonna be with some
The
of the
crew,
and then
yeah.
it was all boys.
yeah.
Like shit, we didn't really have girls hang out with us on the street.
On the
so.
street, no.
So I don't know. I always think maybe that was it too. Like especially being like having like Bobby and Gary, like them being older.
Yeah.
Like man, he
He's
should be
good.
alright.
He should,
He should
yeah,
be
yeah.
alright. Hopefully, is what I would think. I don't know. Maybe
I mean, there were times where I would tell myself, like, man, if my parents catch me out here, whew, I'll get my ass. Because I remember graduating from, like, how far I can go.
Oh,
I
yeah?
remember getting caught going to Kroger and then getting my ass whooped. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Like, didn't we tell you not to be in Kroger?
no
And,
shit.
like, I was just I was,
So what was the ages, Dom? What was
Yeah.
the ages? Dom? I'm
So,
curious now, Dom. Because I think I couldn't.
elementary. At elementary, I couldn't go past Diamond Shamrock, Valero. And they didn't really want me going to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of far though.
Yeah, they didn't
Like,
even want to go.
It's like
on
around the block. Can't see it, Dom.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think about it now. I'm like, man, these kids, they can't even go 2 steps without their. What you doing?
Yeah. Stay in the fucking street. I mean, stay out the fucking street.
Yeah.
Driveway only.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and then what about like I guess staying at Mondo's or staying at other people's house? That was the same thing, elementary or what?
Nah, for that, my parents were lenient.
They were lenient with that?
Yeah. I think I had like the most lenient parents out of the whole street. They were like, oh yeah, you can stay, or they can stay.
Yeah, cause I can't remember, but I know it was there was a moment like maybe 10, 11,
Yeah.
staying at Bobby's. The funny thing was they couldn't stay at ours though.
No.
It took a long time. And I remember the day they did it fucking flooded. The day that they decided to come stay, it flooded. I forget the names, man. But one
That's
of the
fucking
first
crazy.
hurricanes
Crazy.
that we experienced. Yeah, and it flooded, and it was like, damn, look at this shit. I bet your mom's going crazy. Yeah, man. All right, so we talked about us meeting, and then so soon after that, because we went to school together as well, and then you left, bro.
Yeah, I took off, man.
You took off. What was that? 8th grade?
Around 8th grade, yeah.
Left the block, bro.
Yeah, I had to leave. My parents.
Were you the first one to leave, dog?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, in
was.
that aspect.
In that
well,
aspect,
actually, yeah, because
yeah,
you
it
never
was.
went back.
Never went back. After that, I never went back. Yeah, I would go back weekends and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure. It's not like you were gone, but
Yeah.
you left you didn't live there no more.
I live there more now, officially.
So you took off.
On my 13th year. Yeah, I was 8th grade. I ended up going to Porter,
Porter,
Texas.
dog.
Yeah, I was like back then people
Big
didn't even know
change.
Porter. I had to say like, oh, I was right on top of Kingwood. Like, where you on Kingwood's at? One exit next. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. How it
big-
is now too. You seen it now?
Oh yeah, yeah. What's funny though is like what I've noticed, because I live in Kingwood. It's like Kingwood and Porter don't really fuck with each other. It seems like they're like they're neighbors, but they're neighbors that they don't like each other.
I feel like Kingwood's swallowing up Porter.
Oh, I guess that's probably why though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like we want to stay Porter.
Yeah. I feel like they want to stay Porter. They got to move up to New Caney. But even that's like getting changed up. Because I don't know if you've been by Westlake Houston now and Mills Branch. Like it's back then that was all woods.
yeah.
And now it's all neighborhood.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it used to be Porter Woods. And now it's that's Kingwood. That's Kingwood.
Yeah, so how was the transition with that, man? Because I mean, like you said, Porter wasn't shit. So
It was crazy.
you were
So
like a city boy moving to the country.
I was
pretty much,
Yeah, city
right?
boy moving the country, and like everything was different out here. Like, I mean, there were country kids. I mean, they were cool and all.
I'd
It was
imagine
just-
a lot of white people.
Yeah, it was a
Like-
lot at the time. Yeah, it was.
Like,
It
mean,
was-
I'm not trying to, be in the race thing, but I just imagine
everybody at that time was wearing like Hollister and like Aeropostale, and I was wearing like clothes from like the beauty supply, like Dream USA's, Northside shirts and tall
Yeah,
tees.
dude.
So that it definitely
Damn.
like
Stood
stuck
out.
out. I was the only one with the grill.
I
In
remember that.
Farmville, I was probably like the 10th person with the grill, or the 100th
So this
person.
was like 2005,
Yeah,
2006.
yeah.
Would you say?
This is probably like 05 probably.
I mean, yeah, we won't do the math, but somewhere around there, right?
I think Nelly dropped Let Me See Your Grill. That
Okay, yeah, it had to be
right
like
around that
05,
time.
06. Well, and that's why I'm saying that, because that's when girls started popping.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Charlotte, you was like one of the few.
Yeah.
And then coming out here, I'm sure you're the only one.
Yeah, I was the only one. Long hair, because I was from the north side, so I had the braid thing going on.
That's right. That's right. Damn, so you came out here to be different. Like,
I was completely different. But I mean, there were some cats that supposedly were from Houston and stuff like that. But they already transitioned and they started wearing Hollister and stuff. I was like, wow. But yeah,
at that time, I think those brands were big.
Yeah.
I mean, I think my brothers were wearing that shit.
why didn't we wear them?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We were just like, nah, bro. Like this.
I don't know, man. I mean, I blame the music and then the school we went to.
Oh yeah.
Like, my brothers didn't go to those schools. My brothers were up there, man, in Spring, I think, at the time.
I was trying to get the cleanest shoes to go with khakis.
Yeah, that's like, nah, I was we wore khakis. That's right.
Okay, yeah.
That's right. We wore khakis, but I mean, I know for sure, like out of school, I wasn't rocking khakis.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a crazy era, but it's a cool era, man. I think like speaking on wearing shirts 2 times your size was crazy.
That was
dude.
ridiculous.
Like, I don't even wear them sizes now.
Shirts like kind of close to your knees. All these shirts were, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it was an era, bro. Like I don't think we paid attention to it, but maybe it was like, cause I think about like Dipset and shit, like
Yeah.
and like Fab and shit, like when they were wearing jerseys and stuff, like
Long ass motherfuckers.
yeah. And I think so they just influenced. If you're in that, if you're paying attention to that culture.
I think that's what it was then.
It was
I guess.
influenced. And then like that year you're speaking of 05 was when Houston was in the rap game doing things, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was Slim Thug and all them, like.
I thought a white tee was fly. Just the image of wear a white tee.
See, and you gotta remember the white tee song, bro. Yep, my white tee.
Yeah.
Like that just it influenced us, dog. And then you have to think about the money, right? Because those were like the cheapest shirts too. So it was like you can go to get three for $15,
I think,
for $10 and shit.
That was the thing too. Is at that time I was wearing Converse. I was wearing Fila's. Why? Because you were able to get 2 instead of that 1 pair of shoe.
and it was like that for a while. I know for me, I remember I had some friends in high school that tried to convert me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were just like, bro, you need to start wearing some Vans or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's just Jordan dude, you know. And and I tried it, and I could rock everything except the shoes.
Yeah.
I couldn't fuck with the Converse, couldn't fuck with the Vans. I was like, bro, this is cool, but I gotta wear my J's or some Forces, bro. Yeah, that was the only thing I could never really. And then I think out of high school, I was able to like, I mean, I wanted to be the person that like adapted to it, like I could rock it all.
I mean, that's what they told me when I was out here the second time. They're like, why don't you try it? Like, people were telling me, you look good in it. Like, why don't you try it wearing Hollister and Aeropostale? I just remember being.
You tried it,
So at the time, I was so close-minded. I was an idiot. I should have. At that time, I probably.
Well, because you were still coming back to the hood, bro.
Yeah, I was like, man, dude, I can't go back to my neighborhood like this, dude. Like, come on.
But now, just imagine if you did, though.
I'd probably be in different places right now.
That and you probably would influence that.
Yeah.
Like you never know. Like might see you with some hoes and like them hoes are fly, bro. Or a shirt like that's fly, bro.
Because it went from shirts being this baggy to like all right for what I'm wearing now. So yeah.
Yeah, I kind of told myself I tried. Like I said, I was like wanted to be the person that could rock everything, And then I just decided to like, man, fuck all that. Like I'm just gonna be what I like, you know what I'm saying? Which is I like the loose clothes, bro. I still like Jordans and Forces. Like I mean, I'll shy into some other shoes, but it's like
I hate the jeans nowadays. Sometimes make Jordans look bigger than they really are because of how it's like skinny there. I'm like, God damn.
oh yeah, nah, you won't catch me really wearing skinny jeans.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't do it, bro. And like I said, I tried. I can't do it. I'm not for it. I feel like just be who you are, bro. Be all right. Like, cause I used to have people tell me like, bro, you got a kid now. You need to grow up.
Bro.
And I'm just like, I think I'm gonna be 50 though. I'm still rocking like basketball shorts and like, why not?
That'd be me. Well, I don't know.
Still
man.
rocking
I
J's,
see
like-
my grandpa. And I think I want that swag.
Oh yeah, well that's good. If you got an ideal of like, because my grandpa, I like my popo, my mom's side.
Yeah.
I always felt like he looked like mafia dude. Like
That's how my grandpa is. This
yeah,
always all black, but just like slacks and a dress shirt.
Yeah,
all,
see, but-
all black.
but I ain't rocking that. Like I mean, it's cool. Like I think it's tight, but I don't know. You know, we'll see. We'll see how I age, but yeah,
I'm gonna wear green till I die, though. I'll tell you that much.
that's tight.
like people always go, oh, was he wearing green? Yeah, that was him.
Nah, that's tight. That's tight. That's cool. I think it'll be your signature thing.
That must, hey, the way people talk about my grandpa always wearing black. You talk to anybody, he's always wearing black, or it'll be the darkest shade of that color to look black, like the darkest purple, the darkest blue, you know,
Yeah, nah, I hear you.
darkest maroon.
Yeah, I wear. I mean, I chose a light color today, but I'm typically black all day. Yeah, I fuck with that. But okay, so you went to Porter, man, then you came, and then you would come back a lot though.
Mhm.
I mean, I think every weekend.
Yeah, and then we, my parents, they had to split up, and the way my mom knew we would go with her if she came back to the hood, so that's why I came back to Reagan and them.
So the split up have you? Was why you had to move to Porter?
Well, no, because my parents just wanted a new scene, so they moved.
So y'all all moved to Porter,
Yeah, we all moved to Porter. Except my brother Israel. At that time, he was already 21.
doing his own
He had
thing.
his apartment like in downtown at the time.
Okay, yeah. I barely remember Israel as far as like
Yeah,
hanging out
'cause-
with us.
Yeah, he really hang out with it. At that time, he was already in high school. Yeah, he was.
And I remember I do remember like playing football on the street with him.
Sometimes he'll get out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was early. That was like probably freshman is.
And I remember, I mean, you know, these are just memories I hold on to, right? So, and I just remember him thinking like, he's like, man, Joe's cold, bro. like fucking, you know, pass it to him, he's gonna catch it. And
Yeah,
so I was just like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
tight. Got the older brother approval, you know?
that was the good ones right there.
Yeah. But yeah, now I kind of slightly remember those times with him.
Yeah.
So you went to Porter, but y'all all went to Porter,
Mm-hmm.
and then your mom.
Yeah.
I mean, your parents split up. And how was that, bro?
Man, at that time it sucked, dude. Like,
Did you see it coming? Did you notice some things?
when
Was
we
it like
moved
a
out there? Yeah,
surprise?
man. When we moved out there, it was one of those like, Jesus, like, you know, hopefully they stick it. But we moved out there, and some things were good about it, but then yeah, I don't know. They couldn't make it work, and
And it was noticeable.
it got noticeable, and then yeah, it fell apart.
How's that, bro? Did your brothers all see that?
Yeah,
Were
well,
you like on your own mind about it? Did y'all
Nah,
talk about it?
we all handled it our own way. You know, like my brother did some certain things at that time. I think he was already smoking. So yeah, he was smoking at that. And you know, me at that time, I was just hooping a lot, so I didn't even smoke at the time.
Or would that would be a big reason why you would come to the block? Like,
Well,
man, let me get away from that too.
That and
go
I,
hoop.
I didn't really like my weekends in Porter. It's because it wasn't like I was used to Houston, like the way we described, where I could just walk out and walk to somebody's house.
Yeah.
When I lived where I lived at in Porter, I mean, we
was
had
much
like
of
a little,
nothing.
yeah, it was nothing but people around me.
Yeah.
I mean, I had like my first year, really, I had nobody there. It wasn't until like when I moved back over there, my 11th grade year, we had some girls next to us. That went to school with us. They used to ride the bus. And I was like, all right, but still, they were still like 2 or 3 years younger.
Yeah, and then what you gonna do with some girls? I mean, I know what you can do with some girls, but
yeah.
But as far
Exactly,
as you know, as far as fun, like
Yeah.
hanging out and shit. Okay, man. Yeah. So and that was, and then you said like that sucked, right?
Oh yeah, no.
So-
We're going through it in the beginning, yeah, because my holidays, I hated holidays.
You didn't look forward to holidays no
no.
more.
I was like, man, like I was used to my parents being together, so
Yeah.
seeing them not together, and having to go through it both ways, like because when they were together, they were stronger. They were both making good money. Separated, they were both struggling. Well, they weren't struggling, but they were struggling to.
Yeah, it's a
barely make it
change.
by,
It's
yeah.
it's a change for them. They gotta adapt. So take some time to adapt to that, and I can imagine, you know, witnessing that, how that can affect you.
And then seeing both of your parents go through struggles really, I mean, those are some things that stick with me to this day. Like,
I was gonna ask that. What do
Yeah,
you think? What do you think how it affected you in some ways?
yeah, it definitely like makes me take a relationship serious when it comes to having a kid. It's like, all right, man, if I have a kid with someone, I got to make this work.
And what about a serious in a way? Serious and like let's take it serious, or like serious in a way like you're better like also like scared of it, because I feel like sometimes you can get serious where it's like, man, I gotta make the right choice here, because I have that. I mean, I have a split home, so
Yeah, I know you have a split home, yeah. But I wonder how did that go? Because did she like witness any like
my daughter,
yeah, were y'all two together, you and your baby mama?
man, we were only together for her first year, so
okay.
she was a baby,
Yeah.
and she has no remembrance of us being together.
Okay.
All she has is like pictures that we took, and which I give her, to let her
Yeah.
know. Like, and I talk to her like, yeah, man, your mom used to love me, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I mean, yeah, she don't have a remembrance of any of that, and I don't think, as far as, I mean, we might have argued a few times as co-parents in
Yeah.
front of her, maybe sometimes, but I don't think anything crazy.
But see, I guess that might be a little easier for her because she didn't like get
Yeah.
to witness. Because I at least had 13 years
Right,
of seeing them like
together,
together.
knowing
yeah,
that's my family.
That's what Christmases are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's different, bro. It's different when you had that experience with them. It's what you used to. It's a love that you hold on to. So
Yeah.
when it breaks, I'm sure you broke a little bit.
Oh
So,
yeah. A big part of me broke. Like a lot of my innocence.
yeah,
That stuff that I like, the joy. Like, I recently got it back. Especially with my brother bringing me nieces and nephews to this
yeah.
world. Yeah, definitely. I've been having like I'll buy a gift for my brother and stuff like that, and I see the joy in them, and them getting it. I'm just like, yeah, like all right, I definitely got it back.
Okay, man. So it seemed like them gifts was a thing for you that like you lost. Like
Yeah.
like just well, I guess like you said, the joy of it. Like
Yeah, the joy. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think as a friend, bro, you don't really, I was a kid, so I don't really, I wasn't really there for it, I guess to say, or maybe you didn't show it enough.
Well, I mean, I would go over there to forget about it.
Yeah.
And going over there would be like, well, hey, I'll chill with y'all's family for a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
You know?
I'm just trying to think of it like from a level like, I wish I would have known more, been more aware
Yeah.
of how you were going through that, so I could have been the better friend,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I know it was good friends and shit like that, but I'm just saying, I just didn't. I know I never asked,
Yeah.
like, bro, how is it, bro? I'm sorry, parents,
Shout outs to D. I remember D. He was one of the ones that like us. The first year, the 8th grade year, I would always stay at his house. 'Cause that's why I stay in Dunkley.
Yeah.
All right, the weekend I'm gonna stay at your house, D.
Yeah.
And I would couch surf.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes even stay at La Casitas. You know what I'm saying?
You was a what would you say? What'd you call it?
Couch surfer. Yeah. And then Chris, I stayed at Chris one time at his house. People used to know because at Oos, he has luggage. His luggage with him. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
or if I wanted to come during the week, like to Houston from Porter, I had to stand in 15s.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, man, I gotta go to practice pop. Like, All right, I'm pretty sure he was pissed off. Now that I think about it as a kid, like older adult, like this motherfucker.
Gotta go all the way in town and shit.
We moved from here for this reason.
Yeah, I could definitely, it's like I said, you left, but you definitely was around a lot still.
Yeah, still,
like,
yeah.
still. And then so when they split up, your mom moved out.
Yeah, that's where she had the she moved out. The first one, she had the trailers right there by the park.
Yeah, I remember that.
We had those trailers, and then we kept getting broken into. So
yeah, that was so unfortunate, dog.
Yeah.
I remember them times like, God damn, again.
Yeah, and we left that, and we ended up going to Downey.
And
Yeah.
Downey was crazy.
That was a good time, right? It was a good time.
Downey was a good time. Spent a lot of time there.
But I think that's when I started like smoking, because I was
Bro,
probably
I think-
10th grade or 9th grade.
I think we all started smoking.
Yeah, smoking there. Yeah.
Like, to another level though, bro. I mean, I can't. I know I remember hitting my first blunt when I was 11 years old.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But that was just like a little hit, and then I didn't see it for like a whole another 2 years maybe. But when was yours first? You remember your first? You probably don't even remember this guy.
I do. I was with my brothers, man. With my brothers. Early Cadillac. He had a Cadillac at the time, and
Your oldest
fogged
brother?
up his car.
Alright,
yeah,
alright.
but I'm trying to think, how old was I?
Damn,
man?
fogged up a car. That was your first time?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah. And I remember opening the door, and at that time, doing stuff like that, they'll rank on you. They'll fucking talk down you, clown you.
Yeah.
They're like, what are you doing, man? Like,
Yeah.
letting the smoke out.
oh shit.
I can't see. I can't see.
My eyes are burning, bro. Can't take this shit no more.
Yes, but
Nah, that's pretty raw though for your first time. I think fogging up a car, bro. Cause you gotta think about the eyes part. It's something you can smoke maybe, but it's your eyes, bro. It's like they don't warn you about that.
it's nuts.
I think I first experienced that with y'all.
Oh yeah, the stanza, the park car.
Yeah, and then that's when I learned. Yeah, like you better stay your ass in the car.
Yeah.
You better thug it out, dog.
Check it out, yeah. And that was crazy. That was good times right there. Good times.
But yeah, bro. Yeah, this is also my smoking buddy, man. I could say that I think I shared the most blunts with this guy right here.
I smoked a lot, man.
I think
we
I
got
could say
locked
that.
up together too, huh?
Yeah, bro. That's the story too, man. Let's see if we can fast forward there real quick, cause I'm trying to think. Well, we'll speak on Downey a little bit, cause Downey, bro. I remember just always smoking, like scrapping up money to smoke, like to buy a sack,
Yeah.
and then smoke, and then you just having like
The
the best munchies, bro. Are just having munchies, like
Yeah.
whatever, cause we go inside, munch, watch some shit, jam out. And like this, like you said, this was your mom's house. How do you think your mom knew about any of
Oh
this
yeah,
shit?
she had to, dude.
She had to, right? Like I remember being out there thinking, like, because it was like on the low,
Yeah.
but we were just out there loud, jamming, fucking having thump, you know what I'm saying, in the whip.
We
you
would
know?
actually have people over in our driveway, like it'd
Yeah.
be like a mini little like kickback.
Yeah, and I was just like she knows, like she has to
She has
know,
to know.
like there's no, and then like, but what do you think that was like? Because I feel like she never came out and was ever like, I've never remembered the part where she came out and was just
Nah.
like, hey, y'all need to
You need to
chill out, or what the fuck y'all doing out here? Like I don't remember none of that, bro.
I remember at that time, my mom, her main concern was she gave me a tall boy bag full of condoms and said, I don't want to be a grandma yet. And I was like, wow. And this was at that time when I got a Downey.
So I don't know how you took about, like, she just respected y'all as men at this point.
Yeah, at the
like
time,
y'all
yeah.
boys. Like y'all live with. I'm glad that y'all just probably here.
Yeah,
with
we were in high
me,
school,
and I'm gonna let y'all do y'all.
I think she rather have us be there doing it than somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That she
Yeah.
knew that. Like, at least they're right here,
Yeah, man.
it was crazy. Those
Yeah,
was
because
crazy
I could
times.
never. I mean, I could tell my mom now. But it's like, yeah, man, we stand at Ooses again.
Yeah.
Again this weekend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Another weekend. I'll be here next weekend too, because I love this shit. This shit is awesome. Yeah, it smoked like crazy though, bro. Yeah.
I think I got a shot. I gotta find it though. It's a picture of us sitting on the stanza, on top of the stanza. Just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I think I remember that
You know what I'm
picture.
saying? I just don't know. I don't know where I got it at though.
Yeah, I think I remember that picture. Man, it'd be cool if like my edits were cool and I could like show everybody. But yeah, man, that was some really good times there. That was a cool house too. And then yeah, we'll fast forward to that. Yeah, bro, I don't know if I ever told you about us getting locked up, but like I was traumatized from that for a while.
That was a turning point for us, dude.
I was traumatized because I was on my fucking birthday, bro.
Oh yeah, I was 18. Yeah. I didn't want to eat pizza no more.
Yeah, fucked up pizza party. The pizza party that changed lives.
Yeah, that was crazy. I
nah.
felt bad for D at the time.
Oh yeah, that was horrible for him. I'm glad we were able to do what we could to get him out of that though. But well, in a way, because he still had to go through it.
Man, I used to look at him and be laughing, but like that's what made the fun for the moments that we were going through like hell. We still were laughing through the whole thing.
Yeah, no, bro, cause yeah, that shit wasn't that shit. I mean, it was bad. I'm not trying to glorify this shit. Like try to do right, man. But yeah, it was kind of funny for a little bit, like in there, dude. Like,
well, when we were in the cell and stuff, I remember D just, man, I ain't supposed to be here, dude. I ain't supposed to be here. I know, D. Hey, trust me, I know.
Oh man, yeah, I know. I felt bad too, dog. And yeah, he didn't even fucking smoke, dude.
He was just being a boy.
Yeah, but yeah, man. But what I mean about the traumatizing part, bro, is like, cause I called in from work.
Yeah.
To go hang out. I mean, hang out with you and smoke and for my birthday.
Yeah.
And then we went to jail, so it was like, damn, I shouldn't have called in to work.
Damn.
Like, and then for a while, I just always felt like I don't mind working on my birthday.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I'm not gonna like force a celebration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For a while,
Yeah.
because of that. But I'm kind of over that. You know what I'm saying? I'm over that shit. I'm actually barely getting over that though. That's why you see me celebrate my birthdays now. But
what carried on from that? Now when I drive, sometimes I'll take my hat off.
oh, I do the same shit.
I'm like,
do the same shit.
We that's what we got caught for looking suspicious.
Yeah, and the Magnum too.
And the Magnum
though, bro.
with white rims.
And then what? Chains on the mirror. Like, yeah, all that stuff matters, man. Y'all pay attention to how y'all look, bro.
Take your hat off if you have to, man.
You will get pulled over, man. But yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy though, man. If y'all want to be transparent with y'all, went over to Oos's house to just hang out, smoke some weed, and we got hungry, so we ordered pizza, and that's why we called it the pizza party. And then you had to leave, bro.
Nah, I had a date that day, so I had a date. So I had one. I took one road.
Look at that, dog. Fucking leaving me for a girl, dog.
Yeah,
Leaving the pizza party. Leaving the pizza party, bro.
You had your whole party waiting for you.
I don't remember that.
No, at your mom's house. Remember you had they had a little get together.
Hell nah. Because I remember us going to jail. I was like, bro, there's a possibility I could get away with this, like nobody knowing.
No, ain't knowing.
Yeah, because I think if I had something going,
They had to find out like that because they were like, "What the hell is Joe on his birthday?"
nah, they didn't find out till the next day, bro. No, like they didn't think nothing. I guess because they thought like, oh, because I think I told them like I'm going to just go hang out. So I think they thought like that was my celebration. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's gonna be chilling with his friends, his birthday. But yeah, I remember us going in there, bro, and I'm like, I'm not calling my parents. Like, I think we get, because remember we was talking to people in there and we was like, man, how long you think we're gonna get in here? Like, and they're like, oh, you get bond, right? You'll get out
right away.
So I'm just like, all right, bet. You know, I'll get home.
Day.
Maybe I'll go, cause my schedule was school in the morning.
Yeah.
And I had like a 2-hour window, and then I'll go to work. So in that 2 hour, well, after school, I called in,
Yeah.
went to your house, and then hung out. So, and then my parents at the time, and we, like you said, I think
Yeah.
18, 19,
Yeah,
I don't know. They were treating me like I was grown already. Actually, I had Jalen already.
Oh yeah.
And so, I thought, well, what they thought was, he was hanging out all night. He didn't come in so that like they felt, they would go sleep 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So they thought maybe I came in 11,
Yeah.
12 or whatever. And then I think you picked me up because you dropping me off.
Drive you out, pick you up.
So my car or whatever I was driving was there. So they thought I was there, and they
Oh.
went to work, and they thought I went to school. So it didn't really happen till later in the day where they were just like, "Damn, we ain't seen this motherfucker." Like, where's? Because I remember that, like, and well, I called them too at a certain time, but that's what they told me afterwards. Because that jail is crazy, bro. Like.
It was nuts.
You lose time in there and everything. Like, that shit's so crazy. Because I remember thinking the whole time, like, man, I still got time. I think it's been like 2-3 hours. I think it's like 4 a.m. probably. And then I think we talked to somebody and they're like, man, it's 8 o'clock next day. It's like, damn. Like, all right, let me go ahead and call my people, man. Like, and that's when I decided to call. Like, but the whole time I was like, man, I'm going to make it out of here and they're not going to know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go home. I'm not going to be able to, like, I'm going to be able to just let them not know about this. And yeah, that was so crazy though. That whole experience was wild, bro.
That shit was life changing for me, man. I was on papers after that.
Yeah.
For a measly blunt.
Yeah. Well, we signed for papers.
I know. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Nah, but the experience in there was crazy, bro. For me, I mean, for us. I mean,
Yeah.
I think. Do you remember that? Do you remember the things that happened?
Yeah,
in there, bro?
dude. So I remember they pulled us over. Well, I remember driving on 249 by the curve, and I seen the cop pass me up, and he's looking right at us.
Yeah,
So-
you knew, bro.
Yeah,
I remember you
I
knowing.
knew. I was like, what the hell? And then so I'm driving, and I keep going, and I see him just whip a turn.
And I remember you just saying, and I was just like, what? Like, I was
Yeah.
clueless. I was clueless.
I was like, this guy looks like this cop's coming, And that's how I try to like get over. And yeah, he lit me up, pulled me over.
And I remember was kind of like thinking we might be able to do this, and then as soon as you cracked the window, he was like, "Oh, get out!"
Yeah.
It was like no talking.
Yeah, how much weed you got in the car? Like,
It was like no time. Well, we had just smoked though, we smoked in on the way to your
On the
house.
way to my
And
house,
I think
yeah.
that's what probably
That's what still smelled in there.
yeah, for sure. But I'm talking about in the jail, bro. Like,
Oh, and yeah. No, then so we got pulled over there. Boom. Then they took us. I remember the route they took. He took Veterans Memorial all the way down.
I was
to like,
devastated. I was devastated. I was in there like, damn, this is really happening. Like, about to go. Well, we went to like, where we go first?
That's what I'm
Cypress?
saying. Veterans Memorial all the way down like Cypress Wood. There's like a police station up there.
Yeah,
They put us in there, and then they got the K9 truck
yeah, that was horrible.
and throw us in there and took us to downtown.
That's when they took us down. Yeah, but yeah, there was crazy experiences in there though too. I remember the devil talking guy. He was talking to the devil.
Once we got downtown, that's when they split us up. Was the UND stood?
Well, it was after. I remember all this shit. I don't know about you. I remember all this shit, bro. Like it was after the court thing.
Yeah.
Is that's when it was a little bit before that, I think. And that because me and D was chilling still.
Yeah.
And then after court is when we split up. And I was like, damn, we was all alone now. Like,
I dressed out and everything.
oh, now you stayed a night. Well, you stayed 2 nights.
Yeah, 2 nights.
Because we stayed there 1 night, but yeah, you stayed there 2 nights. I remember us because me and D ended up getting out like the same time, like and releasing cells, and we were like, "Where the fuck is Ooze?" Like, damn, I don't know. Like we was like, should we wait? Like, and then we just finally decided to go home. But I'm glad we went home because I didn't know you were gonna stay another night.
Hey, shout out to your pops because y'all picked me up on the way back.
Oh, did we? Yeah, I
'cause
guess that's the part. I don't remember that part, but
Yeah, when I got out, and I walked out, I remember one bum asking me for a dollar. Man, you got a buck? I'm like, man, dude, I just got out. Like, that shit.
I ain't got nothing. Yo, bro, but that was a crazy experience. I'm not saying everybody should go to jail, but that is experience, bro, in there. And yeah, I remember I remember another dude too. He got like aggravated assault, and I think his lawyer told him to sign for like a couple years, bro. But then I guess he did. But then when he went to court, he came out and he was like, bro, I signed for fucking 10 years. Like, fuck that. I need to call my lawyer. He was tripping.
Yeah.
Like, he was tripping. I don't know. I can't remember if you were there for that. I think that was when me and D were just in a cell. But I just remember, like, I remember that dude because that dude was like, he was like all cool with it. Like, yeah, I signed. Fuck it. I'm going to do like 2 years. And he found out it was 10. He was like, oh, fuck that. I need to call my lawyer. Like, what? Hell nah. And I was just like, dang, that sucks.
I said that's like they start like talking to you. You don't know what the hell they're talking about. How do you plead? And you don't even know how to answer.
Yeah, all that did suck. And then you hear like you know, it's like a big number first, right? You got like a $20,000 bond.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? The motherfuckers told me it would be like free.
I thought it was a free bond.
Or I forgot what they call it, PR bond or something.
PR bond. Yeah.
You know? But then you find out later that it was and shit, and I guess you go probation and all that shit, which all that shit sucked, dog. What'd you do for probation? I remember we had separate things we did, dog.
They gave me the
mine was crazy. Well, for me,
the Veterans Memorial funeral right there on Veterans Memorial.
So what'd you do there? Dig holes?
I had to dig holes. I had,
damn, that's kind of crazy. That's like life.
yeah. Every time I watch a movie, Life, I always think like that's what I did that. Yeah. It was crazy because at the time I liked the job, and the people liked me as a probation because they were working me like I was a real worker there.
Yeah.
And I asked the guy. I remember asking him like, "Hey man, would you hire me, dude?" I mean, he's like, now I think about like a probation guy asking to work. No, I'm not gonna hire you. You know what I'm saying? But I thought my work ethic showed that I'll be good.
Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing at mine. I worked at the Pound.
At the Pound, okay, yeah.
The Pound and that was crazy, bro. Like I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble, but they do a lot of killings at the Pound, bro.
I'm pretty sure.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But I did the same thing, but I went a lot, right? Because I was like, I gotta get this shit done. I gotta get this hours done. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be one of these cats that only shows up once a week and shit. Yeah. So I was going. Remember my schedule?
Yeah.
Like school and then 2 hour wait and then work. Yeah. The 2 hours I was there and then like I was like I gotta get this shit done. But yeah, so I kind of I thought the same thing too because they were like letting me do a lot of shit like when I was there because I would go there so often, so they got me to do a lot of shit. At first it was like cleaning the kennels.
Yeah.
And doing newspaper shit. Like, that shit was so boring. Like, you just lay out newspaper. Because they use so much. So, it's like, you just stand there and just lay it out. So they could just grab it and use it. And I'm just laying it out. Like, that's when you ain't got shit to do, pretty much. And then they let me start handling the dogs, which was cool, but also scary. Because sometimes you get some crazy dogs.
You don't know what kind of dog you got, yeah.
Yeah, you just open that door and just, all right, it's a little chihuahua. Come on. Then sometimes the motherfucker ready just to fucking snap at you, bro. I kind of didn't like that part about doing it.
Yeah.
But then the craziest thing was dealing with the dead dogs.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah. Well, dogs and cats and all that. I'll tell you right now, don't take your cat to the Pound because they kill them automatically. Yeah. They like one was sad, and they told us not to tell nobody.
Yeah.
So one of them was like sad because she was like, well, it was sad for me, like, because she was just like, here, it's a good cat, like, make sure it finds a good home, and I'm just like, they about to murk this nigga. I'm sorry. Like, I kind of wanted to tell her like, man, because she was like, give it a good home and stuff. I was like, man, it's probably better off with you, bro. Like, you need to take this back. Run, get the fuck out of here. But one time they let us, like, we weren't supposed to go past a certain point where they kill them.
Yeah.
It was like only the person that does it should be back there.
Yeah.
But they didn't have like a lot of people working. And they're like, we need you to pick all these dead animals up and put them in the freezer. And it was like, it was crazy, bro. It was to me, that was the crazy part about it, because you seen stale cats and all this shit, and I was kind of like, what do we do? Like, I felt weird about handling a dead animal, you know what I'm saying? So, but the dude was like, nah, bro, you just boom and just chunk them in there, and you just pop, pop, pop. And I was like, oh shit, like. All right, fuck, I guess. I don't know. It was just weird for me, but that was the worst part about it. But yeah, I kind of thought about it, like, because it was I wasn't making money at that time, and they were making pretty good money, I thought. So
the funeral place, they were making good money at the time,
and it seemed pretty simple job, So. But yeah, maybe we're idiots thinking they'll hire somebody like us on probation. But
Yeah, I'm saying. Hey, but good thing money was on our mind already. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
that's
We
true.
were trying to get it.
Yeah,
Better
that's
our
true.
lives. You know
And
what
then
I'm saying?
I was going to school too for the trade. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think I was, I think I was like, I don't have to get this job. But yeah, that was an experience in itself. Being on papers, that was cool
Then
to get off.
Since I was driving, I had to do driving classes too. And that was dumb.
Yeah, that's yeah. I didn't get that part.
I was like, what?
Yeah. So man, another thing I want to talk about, man, we probably talking forever, which I knew we would, but it's all good. Cause I think soon after that is when you moved to Cali.
Yeah. So
Kind of, right? It's,
a little kind of, yeah, little kind of that. I'm in
and,
California.
and I want you to speak on this, bro, because I think everybody would want. Well, a lot of people would want
Try that.
to try what you went to Cali for,
Yeah.
which was I guess, can I say what, weed industry?
Yeah. When I moved to Cali to grow some weed. I had a brother up there. He was up there like in Northern Cal. He was like, man, dude, like you should come out here. He promised me this amount of money for 8 months of my time. It's like, all right, yeah, fine. You know, I could do that. I could go out there and have a harvest with you. And I went out there, hard labor. Like whoever says growing weed's easy, I mean, if you're just growing 1 or 2 plants, maybe. But
You had a
when
farm.
had a farm, so it was a mass. Yeah, it was crazy. It's a lot of work.
Damn,
A lot of
sounds
stuff
like
can
a
go
lot of
wrong.
Weed.
Yeah. It's a lot of weed too. Yeah.
Crazy.
And you had everything from the outdoors to indoors. Like, so you had your outdoors that can grow up to 18 feet plants or 12 feet plants.
That's crazy to me. Never
Yeah.
seen it. That's why I never seen it.
I never seen it, right? It's nuts. It's like huge plants. And then you got your indoor ones that can grow up to like probably 3 feet, 4 feet. And
And so it's you and your brother.
it was me and my brother on the farm for the
Just y'all two?
for the majority. Like it was like for a good like 4 months, and after that, we started needing help trimming and stuff like that. So then we ended up getting more people out there. But it was like a good, at the most, sometimes 20 people.
Damn.
Yeah, because trimming even takes forever.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's
Like
a little, it
it's-
seems like a little.
Tedious thing,
Yeah.
but just like my time for trimming a pound is embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
Compared to like a professional trimmer, they'll probably trim a pound in like like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Damn, that's still a long time though. Yeah.
Yeah. Me, it takes me like a whole day. You know?
Damn, that's crazy. And did you enjoy that? You enjoyed being out there? Or?
I mean, I enjoyed it. It had its ups and downs. California is very expensive to stay. So the money that I was promised, it was good money here.
Yeah.
But when you go over there, it's not much.
Yeah.
So, but my goal was to make my money there and then come over here.
Yeah.
But things didn't work out that way. I had to find out that I had to wait till the product got sold for me to get some payout, all this stuff. It took me 14 months to get my money.
Damn. So did that part kind of not make you like the industry, or I don't know, like, cause I know you kind of probably enjoyed it while you were doing it. But
I enjoyed it.
why didn't you stay doing it? You know, or try to do it again, or
Man, it costs a lot, and then the permits and stuff like that. You know, I was just a worker. I wasn't able to like start my own stuff. But yeah, if they ever legalized it here, just know I'll probably be growing like whatever amount they let me grow. Like I know in California, I think it's like each citizen can grow 6 plants or 8 plants
yeah.
in their yard or something like that. So I'm like, wow, they do that here.
And so what about is it like a limited amount of weed that you can smoke while you're farming, or is
Oh,
or there's like a certain amount?
So, okay, so the shitty part about growing it in the farm, you can't smoke anything you grow. Like the biggest myth is like what you see in TED, like when somebody just cuts it out the plant and then
Yeah.
rolls it and smokes it.
Oh, that's
Like,
kind of accounted for already, so you can't.
No. That's the fakest thing I've ever seen. You literally can't cut it off the bud and then smoke it. That bud is too wet.
And
And
it has to
and
sit.
It has to sit. Like And then it's not just like, oh, sit for an hour or two, or let me throw it in the microwave and dry it out. Nah, it has to sit. Like, so you know how when you get bud and you break it down, you hear it, and that the stem be little like snap.
Yeah.
That's when it's ready to smoke. After you cut it down and let it sit. But for a while, when you have it brand new, it's bending.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's
it has
not
to dry out. And
Yeah,
shit.
it got to dry out. It got to dry out.
Damn, I didn't know that. That
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
Yeah. So you get a plant. For those who don't know, when you cut it down, put it in a like cold room, something that stays above 74 or 70, and let it dry out. No sunlight, just complete like black.
All right, bro. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up, man. Shout out to everybody watching, man. I know it's been a minute, but I know y'all enjoy this one. Yeah, my boy Oos, man.
All right, but I appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you having me over.
Appreciate you coming, dog. Artistic Views. Later.